know the drill, people. We're going to do a little bit more today. A little bit more of the steak and Rockies, and you see how that slow-mo stuff is working. I think I like it. So hopefully this is in frame. I still haven't had that time to flip it out and all that kind of stuff, or not flip it out, but you know, Sony, you can throw it on the phone and use that like a little small rig, whatchamajigger, little monitor. But I'm gonna just go back to Tom Bennett. I'm gonna try a couple of little different vlogging type scenarios. Freaking A. Got the batteries finishing up, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna try a little bit more, just kind of setting it down, walking around kind of thing. I know that I don't have the in-body image stabilization on this one, so you gotta work with what you got for now. I don't feel like just throwing money at the problems all the time, and not that I could if I wanted to anyway. You know, like everybody's got bills and stuff, and I think taking the leap on our own is one of the most fulfilling things and scary things, and all that kind of fun stuff we can do. But you know what they say, you find out who you are on the other side of all those challenges. So get out there, have some fun, challenge yourself. Echo 2 coming out again. Let's go. See y'all out there. Hope everybody's making the best of this Tuesday. Get up, do your things. Don't burn your steak. Stay hydrated. And challenge yourself to be better. Do better. Don't be afraid to look stupid for a little while, because that's how you get better. And having a little fun. Gonna do it. Alright. See y'all out there. Let's roll. Maybe better down here. Let's roll. You turn off the lights, kids. You did it again. You said turn off the lights, you leave the lights. Let's go. Wow, boys.
Times in life, you just gotta do the silly things.
Well, in all the hubbub, I forgot my lanyard, so we're going to fly without one and still stand up and have fun, because that's what it's about. No matter what's going on, just get out there, fly, have fun. Those are the ones you want. And this time, I'm going to clap in front of the camera of the FPV drone as well to see if I can get it lined up a little better today. But if not, it's not the end of the world. We'll just put some pretty music over it. All right, okay. Make sure you wipe your lens kits. And like they say, sip some aminos before you rip it. saw that one before, stick air, but that's good.
Yeah, but I would like that.
Alright. That was weird. Fail safe right out of the thing. I love that. Huh. Weirdest thing. Maybe I grabbed a dead battery. Let's double check. I'm gonna plug it in and see if it does that again. That doesn't sound good. Well, like they say, sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. I freaking did a dumb move and could have, I guess, got that solder a little better. So always QC your stuff, folks, and you know, do better. Learn lessons the hard way, though. That's the fun part. One thing I'm definitely working on is not beating myself up for these little things. I'm fortunate enough that I do have a job coming up, you know, for the drones, and I do have one backup rig, Echo 1, so, you know, thank God for that. And I'm just going to keep trying to, you know, well, I'm just going to solder that back on when I get home and make sure that everything is okay. Alright, well, back at the house, or in-law suite, or temporary living place. Whatever it is, make the most of where you're at. I am going to say a little prayer that this little guy isn't totally smoked. So the ground wire came out, and obviously I didn't have a good enough solder on it, and yanked on it a little bit whenever I was unplugging it, and then sparks went flying. So let's see what we got. Well, what I see, that motor totally came off. I got, might not be able to see it too well with the lighting, but there's some stanky colors on the air unit and some stink coming from it. That's not promising. Well, let's see what we get. Alright, so it looks like the ground wire and capacitor were loose. So, be better than me, kids. That was a silly. So I'm just going to clean everything up, make the solder joints better, and not rush anything this time. Because obviously, that's where my problem was. Whenever you rush things, you know, you don't clean up each and every little wire like you're supposed to. You know, get your solder nice and pretty on there before you send it. And let's go over there. And if you have any excess boogers on there, then you need to trim them. That one looks pretty good, this too. So I'm just gonna send it. And you know, don't be afraid to redo your joints. How do you guys say it? I don't know. Don't be afraid to try and be better. Alright, well, moral of the story is I had a short on here, and it looks like motor 4 is the one that actually did go. So at least on here is what it did. So either I had a nasty solder join or something. I don't see any bridging still, but I did desolder stuff, so maybe I gussied it up and made it nice. But I was flying it, and it was perfect yesterday, so, or day before. So we'll see. Either which way, not a big deal. I don't know if you can see that at all. That's the one that came off the board. So it definitely shorted out, and then threw some fun stuff through the ground. Maybe the capacitor leg on the other one broke off or something fun like that. But I had it like this one is, like that, on the side, so I'm not going to do that anymore. I know it doesn't capacitate or do its job the best that it could, you know, whenever it's on a little bit of wire, but for us, you know, when we're freestyling and stuff, if it gets caught up on something, tree branch, and then you got a little bit of a capacitor lead that's hanging off, you know, then you can have a short like that and be chasing your tail like I was, and now, you know, but that's what the persistence is for, people. You got to keep pushing through, and that's one of the dog days in FPV. Felt like I was back in the beginning all over again. But you know, I got the Mavic out there, flew that. You'll see that footage, or you already saw it, which way or the other. I don't know. I'm still getting better at this vlogging stuff, but I'm trying it because I want to do it, and I want to do it for me. I'm not trying to be the next whatever their vlogging people are now in the FPV space. I don't know. There's some good stuff. I like watching Jacuzzi J over there. I like watching Stacy Abershire here and there. Makes great stuff. But it's more just people out there having fun. I need to get a little mic so that way you guys can hear me a little better, and just stay with me. Now I gotta try and track everything down. That's one of the things I'm working on too, is I get all scattered whenever I'm trying to just finish something up and do all that. And that's right where you left it. You know, all that fun stuff. So now we're going to take a little chill time, get back to it. I'm going to order another part. It was the all-in-one, the Newbie Drone FetTech one. I know a lot of people aren't actually doing well with that one. It's hit or miss, kind of. But it's been flying really well for me, and since that air unit still works, I'm going to just, you know, leave everything as it is and